today starts a new series. I think you'll think it's pretty fire. So I on here. Today this was recommended by somebody in the comment of one of my my first Mary Sue video of if Aphmau's and Mary Sue. Lately it's been getting a lot of views. We're currently almost at 400 subscribers and we are almost at 10k views for the video, so you gotta go watch it. Go check it out and then check out the rest of my videos and my gaming ones and the commentary, just all of them, bro. Go check them out. But somebody on the thing, I put it up in the screen, they recommended that, you know, since I do our characters in Mary Sue, I should do if a character's a good villain. I'm like, that's a fire idea. That's fire. So in honor of my Aphmau video, you know, getting the love it deserves, I decided for our the first episode, are they a good villain? We do Zane from Minecraft Diaries, bruh. We gonna do that. So if you don't know, in my Mary Sue videos, I have a set of questions that I'm going to answer. I have the same shit right here. I have now my little handy dandy notebook that I have here. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at the questions. And we're going to answer them. And then we're going to see if Zane from Minecraft Diaries is a fire villain. Question 1. Okay, so I'm going to kind of ask question 1 and question 2 at like kind of the same time, because they both coincide with each other. So question 1, hear me out, hold on. So question 1 is, are they one of two villains? Are they the villain who thinks that they're the hero, or are they the villain who's aware that they're the villain? Of course there's many type of other villains, but I feel like these are pretty good, like not standards, but pretty good sides of the spectrum of like villains and stuff. And so Zane, he's aware he's the villain. He knows he is, and he does not give a single fuck about it. He knows he's the villain. Because the fact that, let me ask question 2, and then we can really get into question 2 is, do their motives have a rationale behind it? Yes. Zane is an egomaniac. He's an egomaniac and a power fiend. So anything that he does makes sense to him. If he has to manipulate, kill, ruin people's lives in order to, one, keep his ego up and then get what he needs to get, he's going to do it. That's his rationale behind it. Because Zane, he doesn't care. That man doesn't care. It's not like he's causing harm for no reason. They're for selfish reasons, but it's not for no reason. Not just like a random villain saying, I'm just gonna kill a bunch of people in this neighborhood just because I can. That's not why he's doing it. He's doing it so every ploy in his plan comes together and works so he can get to wherever he's trying to get. He's an egomaniac and a power fiend. When his ego is hurt, he goes to murder. Motherfucker committed mass genocide because he was angry. He wanted to inflict fear just because. Anytime he's wanted something like the relics or to become a Shadow Knight, he has put somebody in danger. He has killed someone. He has done whatever to make sure he inflicts fear so people will give him that power. And it fills his ego. If he feels above everyone, he feels like that bitch. And he's going to keep on doing it because that goes part of his plan. If that helps him get to wherever he's trying to go, to help him remain whatever power he wants to have, he's going to keep doing it. So Zane, he's a villain who's aware that he's a villain, and he does have a rationale. Even though his rationale is fucked, it's still a rationale. He's an egomaniac and a power fiend. Those are his reasons for the shit that he does. He wants something, he's gonna go get it, and he doesn't care what he has to do to go get that shit. So, question 3. Question 3 is, can they be seen as or like be able to hold themselves as if they were the protagonist? Bruh, can you imagine if Zane had his own series, bro? Like Minecraft Diaries Day? You can't tell me that shit won't be interesting. The whole saga with him and Emily, bruh, free my girl Emily. He put her through so much for one goddamn relic, bruh. Spoiler alerts if you haven't watched it. I had to like reread his whole storyline. But bro, basically, he did a lot, but the one memorable thing is that he kidnapped her, murked her dude, pretended to be her dude, so she would do whatever for him. He's like he He never gave my girl Emily a break, bro. And when she murked her dude, I think his name like Kenmar or whatever. When he murked him, and then she agreed because she was like, "Bro, I had information for you." He killed Kenmar because Emily was taking too long to give him information about the relic, even though she found information, but he was being too impatient. And so Dante and Kenmar come in this bitch, and he's like, "Word, wanna try to fight me? I'm about to murk you and shit, murk Kenmar." And then Emily's like, "Bro, you just killed my dude, and I got the information. I'm not gonna tell you." And he's like, "Bitch, shut up." And so Emily, she grieving and shit. And Zane basically says, this isn't what he exactly says, but this is what he says. He basically says, "Bruh, get over it and let's get to work." Like, bro. Zane's whole shit. Even when he goes, motherfucker basically goes to hell to become a Shadow Knight. Motherfucker jumped in hell. Gang, what? I wanted, like, what? But Zane, as like a character by himself, even though he's like mad evil, he's interesting, bro. And the fact that majority of the way that he acts, comes from basically how he was growing up. I don't want to go too deep into that because I have a question that kind of goes along with it. But Zane, if we were able to see like more of his childhood, and just because we hear a lot, he say, she say, we hear a lot of about Zane's childhood from Gareth. We know a little bit about his father and stuff. Garte, I think that's his name. Garte fucking sucks. And then Ziana, who had an affair with somebody else because Garte was treating her like shit. And then they had Vlad. And then Garte brought Vlad into the family for a little bit, but then once she went, "Hey, why are you like, no, bitch, fuck you, you're just owned." This just, that whole family is fine. Then we got my boy, Gay Roth. Just, he don't want to be like that. But I'm not gonna go too in depth in that. But he could definitely hold his own as a character, bro. He already like, he's like kind of complex, cause like, yeah, he's just about like murder, kill. But I think it's the fact that he's an egomaniac. He literally does, once his ego is hurt, he wants to kill more. And he does it just so he remains power. He wanted to do it because he was the priest before, so he was already in power. So he doesn't want to lose that power. He just want to keep on getting more powerful. Want to become the Shadow Knight, want to get the Irene relic. All the things is just he always wants some type of power. And he's going to do anything to get that power. And there was a whole series of just watching Zane commit all these grimy acts, which was kind of like what Minecraft Diary was. But like, it was like mainly about Zane. That would be fire, bruh. So can he hold out his own, like, if he had his own little show, or like it was just him as a protagonist? Yeah. I'm pretty sure the episodes were like, it was like kinda mainly about him. I think he held his own. There were some episodes where he was just like, all right, bro, we get it. But can he hold his own? Hell yeah, he can. Hell yeah. All right. Question 4. Question 4 is, are their motives a reflection of past and present circumstances they have endured and built them? So basically, as in like past and present circumstances, they could be their childhood, things they've gone through, major events, whatever. And like it affects their outlook, the way they see things, the way they do things. So yeah, his motives are a reflection of it. And I'm gonna use this as an example. So Zane already comes from a somewhat toxic family. His dad was like the king of like, what? How do you, Ocasis? I don't know how to pronounce it. But he was the king of that, and he was a corrupt leader, corrupt king, and then bring all these kids into the mix. Garth didn't really get the corruptness because he's one of the oldest, so he gets firsthand. He saw everything. But then when Zane came to the mix, Garth even said himself, when Zane was younger, he was already exhibiting like his personality was already fucked when he was a kid because of his father. His father was corrupt, and he enforced that, influenced that. So when Zane got older, he was already trying to get in the mix, and he wanted to remain that power. He wanted to remain corrupt. It's like in toxic families is, we're gonna put, you know what, hold on, we're gonna put 4, I know these questions out of, but I'm gonna do 4 and 7 together. Question 7 is just, are they human? And it was like, can you understand their actions? Can you relate to them? Or like, just, are they fleshed out? Because I'm gonna use like toxic families as an example. Toxic families who like produce more kids, you can sometimes get a wide spectrum of kids. You can get the kids who are exactly like their toxic parents, and then you can get the kid that doesn't want to be anything like their toxic parents, and you get the kids that are in the middle who they still have some traits of their toxic parents, but they still want to be better than them. Zane, he's on the end of the spectrum. He's embracing the corruptness that his father has. He's embracing that. And then we have Garth, who's on the other end. He wants to run away from that. He wants to create a path of his own. And that's what makes him human, because those things happen. There's some people who influence the bad things, who influence generational, like, I'm not gonna say generational curses, but like generational trauma or problems. And then there's other ones who want to break the cycle. Garth wanted to break the cycle. Zane wanted to continue the cycle. And then there's Vlad. I'm not really talking about Vlad for real. But there are two sides of the spectrum. And Zane, the one who's embracing it, and it shows through his actions, because the fact that he will kill, he will manipulate, he will hurt you, he will take people away, he will do whatever he has to do to make sure he has that power, to make sure he keeps his ego up, to make sure just whatever he wants, he's gonna get it. And you're not gonna get in his way, bro. Motherfucker literally escaped imprisonment. Like, we don't really know what happened to him, but Caitlyn, yeah, arrested dude. But then everybody else was mad gullible because he's mad manipulative. And he was able to escape, and everybody was like, hey, yo, the fuck did he go? But his motives are, you're the bug on my notebook, but his motives are like definitely a reflection of things that have happened to him. And it's just because he was born into corruptness, so that is all he knew. And so he's going to continue that cycle. And then we have Garth on the other end who wants to break that cycle. So, are his motives a reflection of like past and present circumstances that they have endured and like built him as a character? I would say, yeah. Because though like it could be a little stronger, but that's like just real life. You're born into things, and either you learn them and continue them, or this is a loud ass car outside. The car's not going away, so if you hear a car in the background, that's why. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Zane, he didn't break the cycle. Like, that's real life. When you're born into either a toxic family or just family who have certain toxic traits that have gone on for generations, it's hard to break those cycles. And sometimes you want to, and sometimes you don't want to, or sometimes you don't even realize you're continuing the cycle. Zane, he knows he's continuing the cycle. You can't tell me. He's literally a sociopath. If that's correct, it's either I don't think he's a psychopath. I think he's a sociopath, because he has no empathy for anyone, but he will pretend, or he will just do whatever he needs to do to get what he wants. Because the fact that he literally told Emlyn to get over that he just murked her dude, only for her to like, she was trying to bring Cameron back to life, but it didn't really work, and so she ended up like fucking up her memory and remembers Zane as her lover. Do you know how trifling that is, bruh? You do all this just trying to bring your lover back, and then you lose your memory, and you remember the dude that has tortured you, manipulated you, killed your original lover, and you remember him as your lover, bro? Like, it's trifling as fuck, bro. Free my girl, Emily. But back to what I was saying. Are his modes a reflection of just the things that he's gone through? Yeah, and not even things that he's gone through. It's just what he was born in. It's all he knows, and he probably had a moment of realization, like, hey, yo, my dad's kind of fucked. But he's like, I don't really care for real. I'm in power. I'm gonna do whatever I want, you know? And then, is he human? Yeah. Because us as humans, we're aware of things, but it's just, it's whether or not we choose to acknowledge it or not. And Zane, since he's a villain who knows he's a villain, he acknowledges it, and he embraces that. He embraces the evilness. He embraces the corruptness. He embraces that. He embraces that he's a fucked up person. But does he care? No, because he's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants to do. He's gonna do whatever. He doesn't care if you hurt his ego. He's gonna get back at you. editing mod here. I wanted to say this, but I forgot to say it within the video. So I just want to say, so I think I just said that, like, when his ego is hurt, he's gonna try and get back at you. This dude, literally, when he kidnapped Evelyn and then killed her dude and told him to get over it, Evelyn escaped that night. She ran away because she's like, you're bugging, I'm not gonna give you any of this information. And so after that, Zane, he goes out looking for her in the woods and stuff, and then there's this girl who's getting jumped by these thugs, and then Zane, he don't give a fuck because it got nothing to do with him. But then the thugs are like, hey, yo, Zane, give me an armor, gang. And so he's like, no, bitch, fuck you. I'm finna, he murked the guards. And then the girl that was getting, like, mugged by the, not the guards, mugged by the thugs. And the girl that was getting, like mugged by the thugs, she came up to Zane. She's like, oh, thank you so much. And then he murks her, too, just to regain power because he know he lost it once Emily escaped. This man is a egomaniac, and it is fucking crazy. That's all I wanted to say. Back to the video. If you have something he wants and he's gonna get it, whether or not he has to murk your people, kidnap you, do whatever, he's gonna do whatever he has to do to get it. Next question. Question 5 is, are they a standalone, interesting character? Motherfucker. Yeah. Do I need to go with definitely? Like, by himself, to me, I just find him fascinating because I like kind of with characters and stuff, like trying to see how their brain works, and that's kind of how when I brought in like the cycles of like toxic families and stuff, I find Zane really interesting because I find the way that he rations shit really interesting. Like, it's fucked, but I find it really interesting how he rationalizes stuff. Because to me, the way Zane rationalizes everything is that you're in my way, you're a pawn, you're less than me, I'm gonna do whatever I need to do for you to get out of my way, but I can still get what I want. Because he'll make deals implying that he'll fulfill his part, but he'll never fulfill his part because he's gonna make sure he gets both outcomes of the deal. So say me and you cool, right? And I say, hey yo, if you do my homework for me, I'll get something for you, or I'll do something for you for like a week or so. You do my homework, but I'm still not gonna do shit for you. So I have no homework and you did it for me. It was a bad example, but Zane, he doesn't like fulfilling his deals. He will always make sure he gets both outcomes of the situation. No matter how much he has to lie, how much he has to threaten, whatever he has to do, he's gonna do that to make sure he gets what he wants in the end. That's all Zane wants. He wants whatever he wants at the end. Because just like he wanted to become a Shadow Knight, he wanted the relics of Irene, he did all this shit, and he will manipulate everyone, and he will get in the mix, and he will just be mad deceptive just to get what he wants and just to boost his ego, bro. He's a egomaniac, and I find that mad interesting. So is he an interesting standalone character? Yeah, I bet someone like, because I know I might be going too far. I might give him more than what was actually written, but I think Minecraft Diaries name, bro, I think he's complex. Like, he's not like super duper complex, but he's complex enough to be like, wow. And you did this for what? Because you wanted some fucky ass relic? The fuck? But is he an interesting standalone character? Yeah. Last question. Does their plot/actions honestly affect the course of the plot/main story? Yes. I'm gonna bring up Ellen again, because for some reason, Ellen's like the only one I like. Their whole thing is the only thing I like really remember. I read stuff and I have notes, but my phone's about to die. But Zane's actions, because I'm using them, we're gonna put them as like a duo, a really fucked up duo, but everything Zane did during that time, he was like messing with Emily, affected Emily in some way, and that trickled down to other characters in the story and stuff. Even when he wants something, people get involved in the mix. Like, I think when he went to the Irene realm, was he trying to get a relic? He was trying to do something, I couldn't remember, but when he went to the Irene realm and everyone came after him, and then everybody was fighting because everybody about to get stuck in the Irene realm, but then it was Garworth and Zane fighting because Zane had Garworth like under control and made him betray Aphmau or whatever, and then now Garth, he feels that guilt, even though it wasn't really his fault. He didn't really betray her because it wasn't really, he didn't do it, but he did do it. But he didn't feel like he should go back and help Aphmau or like be with her, because he's like, hey yo, I betrayed you. I don't want to be like them, and I don't want to see you be like, see me be like them. And Zane, everything, he wants to bring people down with him. If he's going down, you're coming down with him. Just like when what's his name, Aaron, I think when they fought, Aaron kind of died for no reason, like he did but he didn't, and everybody was pissed because they're like, you made this man die for literally no reason, because here you come back alive. Because I remember it, but I think it was also in the Irene realm again, or some Aaron, mysterious bad boy, comes to the mix. And him and Zane fight because Aaron was like trying to, I literally can't say Aaron correctly, I'd say Aaron, but Aaron trying to put an end to Zane. And then, yeah, because Zane was like, oh, you come back for revenge? And then he was like, nah. Aaron was literally like, nah. And then he was like, the fuck, what are you talking about then? And then blah blah blah, they fight, both die, and it just kind of turns out Aaron kind of died for no reason, because Zane still comes back in the mix and does all this other bullshit. So everything that Zane does, I think it does affect the plot, because he wants to bring everyone down with him. His actions have like a trickling effect. Whatever he does, it hurts him. Fuck, it hurts Garth, bruh. Because Garth just want to live a good life. Love his girl. Well, soon be girl until Aphmau got all goo-goo-eyed for Aaron and stuff and threw my boy Garth and Lawrence to the trash. Did y'all know, I think Zane and Aphmau, like, they were fiancés at one point? I was like, huh? When did that happen? I don't remember that happening. But it's just, Zane, he brings everyone down with him because, once again, he's an egomaniac and a power fiend. He does that to assert dominance, to assert that he is better, to assert that, hey, you have no control. And if anyone's gonna have control, it's me. I'm gonna have control. So I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to make sure you get the fuck out of my face. So, does Zane's actions affect the plot? I would say yeah. Because anything he does, he'll bring people down. And of course, he's murked people. He committed genocide. Murked the whole town. You're bugging. And then Evelyn, and just everyone, the Shadow Knight thing, Kenmer, everyone that he's murked. So does his plot, does his actions affect the like whole main story? Yes, it does. Because Zane is an egomaniac, a power fiend, a sociopath who will bring anyone down with him, everyone down with him, to make sure that his ego isn't hurt and to make sure that he has power. And that's it. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know what character I would do next for this. I might do the Joker. I don't know. But I hope this is a new series that you'll enjoy, because I'm not going to do Mary Sue videos all the time. I won't do this type of videos all the time, but when I do, I hope you enjoy them and I hope you watch them. I want to do other stuff on this channel, but I want to introduce something a little new, so I hope you enjoy it. I also want to play games on this channel, but I don't know yet. So should I make a new channel or should I just post on this channel or whatever? But I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. Zane, even though he fucked up, he's cool, bro. He mad clean with it. But that was it. And are they a good villain? Yeah, we been new, bro. It's Zane. It's literally Zane, bro. But that's it. So Banshee was here, Banshee was there, Banshee was everywhere. My name's literally DeadSec. This was Are They a Good Villain? And I will see you sometime soon. Later.